Where am I now? Where am I now? Give me 1 second here to get my act together. What is this? What is this? Yeah, that's private. And let's go back here. Go back here. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, computer. Hey, there we are. All right. Boom. Okay. We should be on now. I think. I believe. There we are. Okay. Cool. Cool. Hang on 1 second. Let me pull my box of stuff up here. We'll move this F16 stuff off to the side so we don't goof that stuff up. Okay, so as you may have guessed by the background, time to work on a 335, and she's if you remember, which you may not because it's been so long, basically I'm just I have to fit this upper cowling, and that's kind of the thing that's really holding me back. And then once that's fitted, it's just a matter of prepping it for paint, really. Oh, masking the canopy, obviously. So yeah, so I just need to figure out, I'm just trying to figure out how best to get this in here and stable, because there's nothing here but a butt joint. Whoa, and I just dropped it inside. Holy cow. I dropped it into that hole. Wow, that was almost really bad. Let's see here. Okay. So, I'm going to, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of hold it in place and glue it. And but where do I see? I'm going to have, I got a gap around, it's either going to be at the front or the back. I think I'm going to put the gap at the back. That'll be easier to deal with. But what I need to do here is figure out how to do this glue joint without getting glue all over the place. Alright, let's see. Where are we at? Okay. So I think I'm just going to drop some cement in there. And see how this goes. I'm just using this as a straight edge across this joint at the back so that it doesn't end up sitting proud, because that we definitely don't want. And, you know, anything else I can deal with pretty much. But if that ends up sitting proud, then it's going to be a problem. So we don't want that. And there we go. Glue on the edge. Bring it up. See how it fits. Hey, I think we did it. Yeah, it's a little shy. Right here. That's all right. There we go. There we go, just like that. Okay, so we'll let this dry. For a while. Looks pretty good. So what I need to do, I'm late again, you're going to have to fire me. Yeah. No big deal. I'm not sure what I'm doing. I need to get this thing on here and situated, and I'm going to have to fill this gap right here. And then I'm honestly thinking that I'm going to sand all the panel lines off of this thing, or for the most part. I guess what I'm thinking is I want to see what something this big looks like with pretty much no panel lines on it. Just because. And there's some issues around here that I have to deal with. And there's that. The canopies. Do I want them closed or not? My initial thought is yes, but I don't know. That thing stuck? Did it fall down again? It's all right. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. There's some pretty horrendous gaps The wing, I could have fitted this wing better. And it wasn't that, it's really more of me not paying attention to what I was doing than it is the kit. So what I'm going to try and do here is remelt this and really get it stuck together. And I think I can do that. I do. Just like that. I just hold it into place long enough and it should be fine. At least that's my thought. So what I'm going to do for the paint scheme on this, what I was talking about last night was, so I'm going to primer it in the Ace Hardware just gray primer, the premium gray primer, and then I will mask off the squiggly lines in that, and then we will spray it with light gray and we'll put the decals on it and paint the details, or maybe not necessarily in that order, and we're done. So that's my plan. Oh no, fingerprint. Well, I'm definitely sanding. I'm definitely going to be sanding now. Anyway. Oh yeah, that's much better. It's squeezed together. Much better back there now. Much better. All right. Okay. And there's that. And then we need this guy, right? Right. My sister-in-law and my niece are here and they're watching a movie upstairs. They're here from the big city. So that's what all that noise is. They're watching some movie. Some crazy movie. Okay, where's my eyeballs? There they are. Alright, let's see what we're dealing with here. Okay. Well, this is going to be interesting. How am I going to do this? This is a very small, fine area that I need to get this sprue gate out of here. It's basically between the cowl flaps. On this side too. I mean, that wasn't a very good idea, was it? To put the sprue gates right at the separation line between the cowl flaps. What are you thinking, Monogram? Oh! Dang, it slipped right out of my hands. Yeah, this thing is pretty poor fit on that panel. It's okay, we'll make it work. Okay. Now, so what's left in here? Props, flaps, struts, wheels and tires, canopies, and a couple of scoops. And that's it. So there's not that much left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this as my guinea pig for this rapid fuse stuff. Let me see here. So I don't know if you remember me yakking about this the other day. It says interior exterior DAP rapid fuse wood adhesive cures in 30 minutes. Cures, not dries, cures. Great for other surfaces, ABS, melamine, PVC, particle board, rubber, steel, glass, stone, and more. Right? And if you look at the back, it says contains ethyl cyanacrylate. Right? So it's super glue. It's 4 ounces, and I think it was $10 or $12 on Amazon. So it's just super glue. So we'll see. I didn't find this. Paul Budzik. I got this. Paul Budzik put a video up a couple of weeks ago about this and said it worked really well. But he also said apparently they were discontinuing this 4-ounce bottle. But I found it on Amazon, so I bought one because I figured, heck, I'll try it. That's it's fairly thick, so it's good for gap filling, and there's lots of gaps on here, so that's what we're gonna try. But first things first, I am going to let this thing dry, and then I'll end up having to fill some things, and then we'll have to sand some things. And I am going to leave these doors open, the engine bay doors and stuff, only because I really don't even want to think about trying to close this. I mean, that's just crazy. And if I remember right, the Daimler-Benz engines, if that's what these were, maybe they were Jumos. I have to look. But I thought they were DBs and that they were, so therefore they're black engine blocks. I don't know. Let's find out. DO335. DO335. Wiki. Specs. 2 Daimler-Benz 603 E1 V12s. Okay. So I can go with the black. So that'll make it much simpler. And then I just noticed something. Oh no, I guess that's right. Never mind. I was going to say, why are the flash hiders, why are the manifolds on there? But I would have. So did the flash hiders just go over the existing exhausts? I don't know. So anyway, So here, let's do this. Let's move this off to the side now that we've got this piece glued in and whatnot. We're just waiting for things to set up. And pull this box lid over here and go through what we have left and get it going. Need to remember to put that back in. Here's our props. Wheels and tires. So I had thought about rebuilding these antenna masts, but there's no time. You know, this build is over Sunday night, right? So, yeah, like I talked about last night, it's like, okay, this build is over Sunday night, and then the D-Day build on Average Joe's is over Saturday night, or sometime Saturday, and I haven't even started that one. But I'm on vacation next week. It is my wife and I's anniversary, so I will definitely be taking some time for that, but I also should be able to fit in some time for this. So that will be helpful. Okay. That's all there is in there. So, okay, so where was I? DV603E1V12. Yeah, black. Looks like it's got, yeah, it's black with basically aluminum details. So that's simple, easy to do. We can make that work very easily. Gloss black with some dry brush details and it would be fine. No problem. Oh, excuse me. Here's one that is unpainted, but it's in a museum. So that may not be kosher. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Alright, so let's see. What do we got here? So the props, looks like these are ready to go. So it looks like I don't need to do anything there. Or here. I gotta clean up these seams on these scoops. These doors are done. So those are done. The flaps appear to be done. So I've obviously done a lot of this already. I've definitely not done these scoops. I don't always take notes like I should. And if I built one thing at a time like I should, I wouldn't need notes. If I didn't keep getting distracted by the next shiny thing, I wouldn't need notes. Ooh, that one's not this one didn't go together straight, it doesn't look like. Oh well. We'll have to deal with it, won't we? Okay, then I'm going to get in here with this. So I watched a really interesting thing on Netflix last night. It was called Command and Control. It was about the 1980 Titan II explosion in wherever the heck it was. And it was really interesting. You know, it's like a lot of stuff though. You know, it's easy. 2020 hindsight is always much better than on the scene at the time decision making, right? Always has been, always will be. But it was an interesting program, and I'm always interested when they're actually. I forgot to put the nose weight in. Are you serious? You doofus. Wow. Idioso, as Dora the Explorer would say. Dang. You gotta be kidding me. Did I really do that? Yes? Yes, you did, Jim. Yes, you did. You did do that. You idioso. Wow. What a moron. How in the heck did I do that? That was stupid. Really stupid. Okay, where are we at here? 29 and 30. All right, what's the gear look like on this bad boy? Oh, no problem. No problem at all. So here's a question, Mr. Stefan, or anybody who wishes to answer. Late war wheel wells on this thing. RLM66? RLM02? I'm thinking not. I'm thinking RLM66. But I don't really know. So somebody's going to need to enlighten me. So this one is 29 and this one is 30. Okay. $66. That's kind of what I figured. And that's pretty much gray primer. Maybe a little darker. But this gray primer is dark. So that's even cooler, huh? Knocking this mold seam off of here real fast. You know, I don't worry too much about these. I get them off as best I can, and then I'll come back. And you've seen me do it before, and I'll hit it with liquid glue to just melt it all back and level it out. And that seems to work fine. I've been doing it that way for years, and it works good for me. Man, I wonder if these gear are actually that beefy. These things are huge. Really big. Can you even see where my hands are? You can't, can you? Because I'm too far forward. Sorry. Okay, let me knock this thing off here real quick. Knock this one off here real quick. Oh. Okay. And again, this one. There's 24. And then here's the other guy. Now, something I need to remember is that, you know, what they wanted you to do back in the day is put this on here and then melt the inside of it, melt the nub over. I just read something that says late 41, everything went 66. Cockpit with wheel well stayed 02. Yeah. And that's, but we're talking, well, I don't know. When are we talking with this thing, actually? Is it, how late war? I mean, extremely late. So I would assume, uh-oh. Don't do it. Don't assume. I don't know. What should I assume? Should I assume anything? Of course not. Okay, so this is 30. Wherever it went. Oh, it didn't go anywhere. This one's 29. So what I'll do, like I do a lot of times with these little guys, with little parts like this, is I'll clean up what I have to, but the out, like it's like on this, since it's a scissors for an oleo, I'm going to scrape the inside seam. I can do it without stabbing myself here. And then I'll do the outside one later, after it's all set up. I don't know why these are different part numbers. They look exactly the same. Okay. So 30 goes on this side. And then this one is 29, goes on this side. So yeah, that's all we have to do is like that. Okay. I don't think anyone truly. No, you're right. Nobody does know, and that's like, you know, that's the story of me getting so frustrated years ago with RLM stuff and just driving myself to the brink of sanity and finally just, you know, it just really made this whole hobby a nightmare for me because I could not decide what colors to use on something because you know, and that was years ago. I mean, we got much better or more information or more access to information now than we did then. And whether that's a good thing or a bad thing is up for debate, but and how much, you know, and like a lot of things, it's like how much of it do you take with a grain of salt? You know, it's so easy for somebody to just say something. And if they're somewhat reputable or even not, you know, it's very easy for that to become common knowledge, so to speak. You know, well, everybody knows it. Everybody knows that they were this color or whatever. Well, no, that's not true. Actually, there's no evidence that that's true. So, you know, and it's like the armor, the stuff, all the craziness in the armor crowd is with the German armor and stuff is just wow. It's like, okay, guys, relax. It's supposed to be fun, remember? I don't think everyone who should ask is dead now. We should have been asking 30, 40 years. Right, and 30, 40 years ago, nobody cared. Or very few people cared. And, you know, when we were kids, we didn't care. We weren't interested in accuracy, so to speak. At least not like we are now. You know, Tamiya armor was a big getaway thing for me back in the day because there were so many what am I thinking? You could build a Tamiya armor kit and basically, well, not just Tamiya, but even the Bandai stuff and whatnot, and the markings that came in the armor kits were pretty much generic. They would give you some unit codes and stuff, but they would just, you know, give you a sheet full of numbers for turret numbers or whatever, so you could do pretty much whatever you wanted. And I don't know if that's because nobody knew, or what. But on the same token, I mean, yeah, everybody's dead that we should have asked. But also the flip side of that is a lot of these guys just didn't know because they didn't care. They were kids and they were just working on stuff, and you know, they didn't really know. But some of them did. I mean, like for instance, I have one of the P-47s I have in my display case is Russell Kyler's Lorraine, and you know, I say most, but a lot of the consensus was that it was like a dark blue, and but then people started, you know, saying, oh, it was black, you know, and finally somebody went and asked Russell. I guess I shouldn't call him Russ because I don't know him, obviously. I think he's dead now. But somebody did ask him about the color, and he said with no uncertainty that it was black. So when I did mine black because that's what he believed it was. Now, whether it was or not, who knows? You know, memories fade, all that stuff. And you would think the guy that flew it all the time would know for sure, but that's not necessarily true. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. So, yeah, how do you deal with that? Stuff like that. You just do the best you can because there's nothing else to do. I guess I need to look and see what this wing light looks like. It's completely hollow. Well, what the hell are we supposed to do about that? It's completely hollow. There is no light in there at all. None. Just a big hole. Okay. Well, we'll have to deal with that too. Alright, let's see what else we got to deal with here. These are not done. These are not done. These are not done. These are not done. Nor these. This is. This is. These are not. Okay. So now I'm going to come in here like I was talking about and use this to clean up the mold marks that I scratched off. And I'm just using it to basically melt any of the excess stuff right back into the surface. Whoop. Okay. So that guy's done. Come on, man. I'm ready to go camping again. In the cold. I think I'm going to become a professional camper. Is that a career? Can I get that job? Get sponsored? Like a race car driver? Get sponsored by like Coleman or something, or whoever the guys are now. Cabela's. The Cabela's camping team. Come see us at the 2022 Olympics. What the hell am I talking about? Okay. Those are done. This guy's done. I don't know about those yet. I'm missing one of those things, whatever that is. And I just cut it off the sprue earlier. So what the heck happened to it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, you know, we make a lot of guesstimates doing this stuff of what was there and what wasn't. And that's fine. But when it gets to where people are just coming up with stuff that, you know, there's really no evidence for, just to do something different, I guess that's fine if that's what you want to do. And that's what I'm doing with this, really, but I'm not claiming it to be anything that actually happened. And I think that's where a lot of it gets kind of goofy and silly, is when people just start completely fabricating things and trying to pass it off as a legitimate vehicle or whatever, and it's like, that's BS, man. There's no such thing. Ugh. That just ain't gonna go in there quite, is it? Not quite. What are we gonna do here? Close. One thing I did figure out this weekend. I just broke all the drops. Now you're not. Yeah. I know how that is. Look at this big fingerprint right here. It's freaking insane. That's like the FBI. Oh no! It went inside. The FBI would be totally jealous of that thing. Look at that thing. Come on. Not gonna go, are you? You're just not gonna go. You're gonna make me get out the knife. Ooh, come on. Come on. Come on. So close. So close. Okay, this fit on this belly scoop here is horrible. But you know what? I'm going to do? I'm going to put it in. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to get it close and then fill it. And that's okay. So I'm going to do that right now. Yeah, this is really bad right here. Really, really, really bad. I mean, unbelievably bad. Well, that worked pretty good. So I just took, what I did was I stuck it in there as far as I could get it in there without it falling in, and then I just soaked the mating edges in MEK and then just rocked my knife blade on it to get it somewhat lined up. At least better than it was. So that's good. So we can send that out and it'll be fine. So we'll just leave this right here and go back to cleaning up parts. Wow, it's already 10:20. It's already 10:20. I will definitely have this done by Sunday. No doubt about it. I think I've had enough for this evening. So yeah, this thing's looking pretty ugly, but I think it'll be fine. It'll be fine when we get it all squared away. And I don't know, let's see, how well do these canopies, how well does this canopy stuff fit here? If this goes on, and this goes on, all right, let's see what goes first. So we put this in here. Well, that looks to fit pretty good. That fits pretty good. What about this one? Not as good, but I could make it work. But does that make sense to have the canopies closed if the engine hatches are going to be open? Probably not. Well, anyway, I'll think about it. And these two figures here are pretty bad. If you look at the I just want to stick these in here and see how the see if it balances. See if it's tail heavy. I know it's gonna be. Well, it doesn't even. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Oh yeah, it's definitely tail heavy. Oh well, you can't win them all. So the question is, can I sneak some stuff in there? It doesn't look like it. Ooh. I might be able to get something in through the cockpit. Maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. I'll think about it. How's that? These figures are so bad. It's like as a second release or something, so the figures are not as good as the originals. Okay, I think that's it for now. I'm going to go to bed. All right. Hey, take care of the people you love, and I'll see you next time. Have a good night. Bye.